Hey, how's it going? I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today on Anime Reaction, we watched the 9th episode of Shuumatsu No Izetta. If you want to check out our reaction to the 9th episode of Izetta the Last Witch, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching.
Yes, we love hearing from you. We love hearing that this episode is going to fix it all.
Let's agree to disagree.
Okay, so
let's start off with the meeting between Bianca and Reich. So apparently, for some reason, Bianca knew that they didn't know that they would find anything in the vault.
How?
At least she reported that to Reich, and I don't know how she knows that exactly.
Did you actually go look in the vault? Because the vault was pretty trashed.
Yeah.
I'm just
It
saying.
actually should be pretty obvious that that stone fell out.
Yeah, it should be extremely obvious that something happened.
Yeah. And then also the fact that they wouldn't have found any, they didn't find the camera.
Yeah.
Which, granted, I don't think they actually saw them taking pictures, but you would have guessed that they would have recorded the information somehow.
Right.
And honestly, a camera is best.
Yeah, well, they'd be like, okay, these guys are snooping around here. They must be spies. Okay, we recovered nothing from his body. Something's wrong here.
Ricelet actually admitted that he was a not Germany spy.
Yeah. But
so
that's what made it all the more alarming, is that they know that they're spying, but they don't find any sort of recording device or cameras or anything on them when they recovered the body.
Yeah.
That should have raised all the alarm bells.
Another question that this whole scenario brought up was, okay, last episode, when did that dance happen? Because when did that masquerade happen?
Okay, they made it seem as though when Sophie and Bergman got the blood from Izetta, that blood went into a vial that went with Ricelet, but I don't think that was the case. I think that was a vial of blood that they took from Izetta when she was captured. So that actually makes sense. That's like they framed it that way in the beginning of the episode, and then towards the middle to the end of the episode, when it was showing the background information about Warehouse 9 or whatever, when it was showing what was going on with Sophie, and it showed them have just a crap load of vials of Izetta's blood. That actually did make sense.
That makes sense. I just want to get a time frame here. If that masquerade was months prior, weeks prior, days prior, I want to know, how long has Sophie been Sophie? Because as we continue on into the story, into the episode here, that Division 9 stuff, you find out that Sophie's a clone. You find out that as a clone, she is completely mind dead, has no idea who she is, has no idea what's going on, and has no idea,
She's a doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those events happened 3 months prior to where we are currently in the story.
Yeah.
But the, like I said, the masquerade and all that stuff.
I think the masquerade took place around the same time as the spying story.
That's what I would assume, being as they don't give a specific date. So.
But it still brings up the question on how in the fuck did Bergman know anything about the castle? Anything about the castle?
other than that, it seemed kind of strange that they were keeping people out, but keeping it guarded.
Does it have to do with that document he recovered during his time with Division 9? So they found like an old monk who knew had a document about where the White Witch was buried and all this stuff. Maybe that had some information about the castle too, and they just neglected to mention it.
Yeah, but they should have mentioned it.
Yeah,
they should have said something, because that's actually a crucial detail that turns this from a so-so story to a really decently thought out one. And the problem that I have with it is if the masquerade happened at the same time as the spying thing, or around the same time, then how did any, like, what was his name? Ricelet.
Risotto.
Why'd you have to put that image in my head, bro?
Sorry, but I always forget his name too. It's weird.
But why would Barrickman send Ricelets off to this castle before confirming anything with Sophie, if he can? And if it was a lot prior to the spying mission, why didn't we get that information? Because that's actually a crucial detail. Because, like we said, last episode, the way that they portrayed it was this is happening at the same time as the spying mission over here.
Now, the one thing that I could say about that is that the vials of Izetta's blood that they had did bring back Sophie for a certain amount of time.
Or just enough she can maybe give information.
Yeah, perhaps she was able to give them information during the time that she was,
I guess, high on the stash.
Pretty much.
And is this a brainwashed clone? Or is this actually the original? Because this is another crucial detail that they need to figure out, because if it's a clone that was told the story of the legend in Germany.
Not Germany.
Not Germany. Sorry. If this was a clone that was told the legend from that perspective, then she wouldn't have any of this resentment. If she's just a blank slate that has, just learning from what she's being told.
Well, yeah, I think there's two possibilities. Either she's a clone that somehow has all the memories and everything of the original, which I actually really, really doubt, because I feel that's not how that works.
It wouldn't be scientific. It would be hand-waving on account of magic, if that were the case.
Or she was a completely,
blank slate.
Blank slate.
Full-on vegetable.
Not full-on vegetable, but blank slate that they brainwashed the feelings and everything into.
Okay.
They implanted those memories. Well, they suggested the memories and suggested the feelings,
right,
and things like that. So, I feel that would be more realistic if they did that. But I could easily see them just hand waving it. Oh, it's magic. Don't worry about it.
I have the past witch's life magically stored, in Izetta's blood. And I drink it, and now I know everything that you need to know.
That's not how this works.
No, that's exactly how lazy.
There's no real world correlation to this, but I feel that this is not how this works.
No, this is exactly how lazy writing works.
Assassin's Creed.
Let's not even go there.
Ouch.
But that's exactly what this feels like. It's like you get the blood from the descendant, and you automatically know everything about the ancestors.
Yeah, but at least Assassin's Creed tries to go through the effort and explain it somewhat.
Set up a
Yeah.
backstory for it and everything.
Yeah, they put in a token effort. This doesn't.
But I guess getting off that subject a little bit.
Yes, please.
There's more to bitch about.
I can complain. I just want to nitpick and nitpick and nitpick just because the last 2 episodes drove me nuts. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, we'll try to say that for an episode of Anime Review.
Our opinions are currently jaded a bit, but
Why are they not jaded?
So then, oh yeah, you were right about the stone.
Called it.
nailed it.
Basically, it shows Sophie with the stone, like sucking the energy from the surroundings.
Dry.
Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting that she can suck an area completely dry. I'm wondering if it's permanently dry or if it will slowly come back.
It'll probably slowly come
I think
back.
it'll come back.
But-
Because the magic in this world seems to be kind of linked to the natural world, right? So if that's the case, it'll eventually regenerate. I think.
I'd imagine so.
Probably. But, yeah, basically they get into a fight. She lures Izetta to follow her and then sucks all the magic out of the area.
And, yeah.
I actually like how they did that because it would be really unbelievable to think that Izetta would allow herself to be lured to an area that has no magic. Whereas here, she thinks that the area has strong magic. The magic just gets sucked out of the area, which actually makes more sense. However, Izetta should have totally knew that Sophie was just trying to bait her into following her.
Well, again, that's Izetta's naivete showing again.
Mm-hmm.
She totally went well beyond enemy lines. And I think that was a huge detriment. I completely understand why she did it because, obviously
She's not tactically minded.
No, she's not.
So let's just put
She
it
was a
that way.
wandering, like, gypsy at the beginning of the anime. No.
Yeah, so I actually like that. But Izetta crashes, she gets captured.
Boy, does she get captured. Actually, in that scene, another thing I really like was the heel turn that Sophie pulls. At first, you see Sophie trying to appeal to Izetta's reason, trying to get her to stop fighting. But when Izetta demonstrates her resolve, Sophie just snaps.
I'm not sure that I would classify that as a real heel turn. Because to the audience, she was never a good person.
Okay, so more like,
she was always on the side of the antagonist. But
well, she made that abundantly clear though after
I'm trying to think of the actual thing. I think that she was just trying to appeal to her reason, just to
crocodile tears.
Yeah, kind of.
Might be it.
Basically. But actually, yeah, so going off a little bit of a pervert thing here, the animation was really good when Izetta fell and was rolling with the boob physics.
I mentioned it in the reaction, and it's so strange to say that, and I can't quite describe all the reasonings of why I enjoyed that set of physics.
Because boobs.
No, actually, it's more because it is extremely realistic. Like when she fell, when she leaned to the side.
Yeah, she's falling and she ends up rolling on her side, and then as she comes to a stop, like this.
And you didn't see like massive amounts of you didn't see that.
Yeah,
you didn't
full-on
see them
gynaxing.
you didn't see them just straight out and top. You actually saw one curl over and the other one kind of just rests on the ground, which is completely realistic, and
they weren't moving independently of each other.
which is mind-blowing to me as a person who is used to seeing boobs flop around. I also want to say that the capture, the chain thing, as perverted as I'm going to seem saying this, looked good. And it's mostly because like the chain actually, you could see the chain constricting. It's not something that's like completely perverted about it. It's just that it looked fucking real.
Actually, gotta give some props to the Foley artist on that scene too, because you can actually hear like the clang of the chains and it actually like constricting.
Yeah. Almost cracking of bones, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a very intense scene, and because of that, it was very well done.
And then you got the not Nazi soldier creeping with the camera. That certainly
This is totally going in my hentai pile.
in my hentai newsreel.
But
Elstad, circa 1940 something.
that is definitely going to be going out on the news as Izetta lost.
Well, yeah, not Germany is totally going to gloat over it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a major victory. And of course, you got to give the footage to the propaganda minister.
But yeah, and then at the end we get an attack on the Capitol, which apparently Sophie launched an attack from all the way wherever the fuck she was.
And the Capitol fell in the space of 2 hours.
Well, that I don't find that unbelievable because of how inept the Ilstat army is.
Well, especially in the face of someone who just beat Zeta soundly.
Yeah. So I don't find that like super unbelievable, but it is kind of funny that basically either Sophie flew all the way across, which I assume that she can because she has that stone. So she can probably cross straight over, even over areas that don't have any magic.
Yeah.
Either she flew all the way across, or she just launched those lance things that she had just at the Capitol and managed to hit everything with complete precision.
Damn.
Yeah. So. Yeah. But yeah, you get the classic downer ending of the second act in this episode. So the remaining episodes should be them forming a resistance. And
They called exactly that, the resistance. Or La Resistance.
in resist.
And resistance. Hard.
The room that
Fine
and Bianca and
Her cabinet.
Reich and that stupid general were in got blown up, but I imagine all of them lived.
Including the maid and Elvira and...
I don't know if
characters.
Elvira was there, actually. I didn't see her. But
I was hoping Kirby newscaster would bite the bullet. Sorry.
I'm not. But anyway, yeah, so they're gonna survive and form a resistance. Probably find some way to sneak into not Germany and rescue Izetta. So.
And find some way to counteract Sophie's magic stone. Level the playing field a little bit. And we have a nice final fight between Izetta and Sophie.
Now,
Or find the other half of the stone.
Ooh, okay.
here's another question. Is this going to continue on into a second season?
I've seen no such news of that yet.
Well,
It could be one of those things where they announce it right at the end of the season.
True. And then take a season off and then come back.
Yeah.
because I can see them going into Germany and rescuing Izetta within 3 episodes and then getting back and resetting. But fighting back and actually putting an end to this conflict that we started off in the episode 1.
Yeah, that would almost take a whole season.
Yeah.
If you do it right.
So we might actually see a season 2 if this is popular enough.
So that's why they're trying to push the Yuri.
Those DVD sales.
Those filler episodes.
Anyway,
Pie.
I think that we've talked about this one long enough.
We have, and we could probably go on for another hour or so, but we just can't.
I got work tonight. What are you talking about?
So, anyway, let us know what you thought of the episode and what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time.
Go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga talks.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga and check out our new and improved Patreon page.